sorry. Very happy Friday night. If you heard that, Gordon is here, but he's really not feeling good. So you just get me this evening, but we had already said we were going to do it, and we're really excited to be here. So as I've been looking at the comments here, I see so many of you who are with us, and we start right there at the top with Tim and Cindy, and those of you in our Let's Go family. Really happy to have you with us. I don't know if you have all had a minute to take a look, but we got our group video up today, and so take a look when you have time. It's really hard. Like I said at the very beginning of the video, I am very much like an in the moment person. When I am where I am in that place with who I am talking to and looking at. And so I've got to get better at taking more video and more pictures, but I'm getting there, and it's really a really special time to get to have all of you come with us. And the trip was magnificent, and it was made magnificent by all of you. Even if we would have just had to sail to nowhere, I would do it again just to get to know everybody. So Tim and Cindy, I'm so happy to see you. And they say they're so grateful for the lifelong friends they made on the Panama Canal cruise. It's remarkable what cruising does, isn't it? You can enjoy getting to meet people and then spend dinner with them every evening or as often as you choose to, and see them otherwise on the ship. And pretty soon you realize that you can't go on without each other. So it's really special. So thanks. Have a Coke, John. It's good to see you. And Curtis, it's really nice to have you with as well. Marty, we hope you get to come with us sometime. Absolutely. We hope you get to come. Kathy, so nice to see you. As we were getting off the ship the night before the cruise ended, Gordon felt like he was coming down with a cold and really didn't feel quite top notch. And then yesterday I started not feeling good. Was today Thursday? Wednesday I wasn't 100%, and then yesterday I didn't feel good, and same with today. So we'll feel better soon, I'm sure. I think we got it. I got it on the plane home. People in front of us coughed the whole time, and reminded. I have a bunch of cough drops in my little bag that I keep with me in my carry-on to have handy on the plane. And I need to learn to navigate like how you can offer people cough drops, or if you should. I didn't have the guts to offer people cough drops. So say in the comments if you offer people cough drops when you're on a plane and they keep coughing. Jody, so good to see you. I'm glad you watched it and enjoyed it. That Eclipse cruise is going to be, you go on cruises and they're all magnificent. Like all of our group cruises, I would not trade one for the other ever. That Eclipse cruise is going to be not only a group cruise, but a really remarkable experience to get to see the eclipse. And it is truly an amazing itinerary. You go to a lot of really good places. So it's not like you just book a cruise for the eclipse and you're just going to lumpy places. Not at all. They are really, really good places that we're going to, and I'm really excited about that. So Jody, I'm really excited to get to have you and Terry come with us. I'm really glad. 511 wake ups to go. So see, it's just around the corner. We'll be there. Curtis says they're going to be off for 21 days on Holland America's Rotterdam to Norway in less than a month. Very first time on Holland America. I'm excited to hear about it when you get back, Curtis. Make sure that you tell all of us how it went. I think Holland America is great, and Norway is excellent. I can't remember if I've told all you this before, but the very first time we went to Norway, which was in 2018, we spoke with our son, and he had lived in Sweden for a couple of years, and so he was familiar with Scandinavia. But I remember when we spoke with him on the phone, he said, what do you think? And he said, I know, Mom, you're going to say it's not the Mediterranean. And you know what? It's not the Mediterranean, but it is equally extraordinary in what it is. And there are other places it's just what calls your name, right? The places that you really enjoy. But I would travel for a very long ways and pay a lot of money, which is what you have to do to go to Norway. It's definitely worth it. And I would do that trip again and again. I would like to do that with us as a group sometime. We did the In Search of the Northern Lights with Princess. So that was in 2023. And sometime I want to do, I don't know if we'll do 27 or 28. Some days I wonder how long I'm going to do this, but I think 2028 is not unreasonable. And I would love to do that midnight sun one again because it is spectacular. And the thing I liked about that, so the Northern Lights is magnificent for what it is, but that midnight sun, you get to see the sun that late, right? I'll quit talking so much and answer your questions. It's really good to see you. Carrie says, it does. So Carrie said, nice to see you. Carrie says, Don and Scotty are having so much fun on the Koningsdam. So he booked a 7-day to Alaska on her. So I have been to Alaska on the Koningsdam and thoroughly enjoyed it as well. It was from Vancouver, round trip Vancouver, I should say. Loved that cruise. Absolutely loved that cruise. And they are having a phenomenal time. So if you haven't joined our Facebook group, you should come and join us. It's just Let's Go Travel Tips, because they're posting their experience, and they're posting a lot of the food, a lot of the views from eating. Like I loved the other evening, they posted the beautiful view from dining in Tamarind. They have a channel. It's called Code 4 for Life. So code and then the number 4 and then 4 FOR life. And they cover food like nobody else does. I just am going to put them in the top of the heap for covering food on cruise ships. And really, they could hold their own against anybody who is talking food and leave them in their dust. They are that good about talking food on cruise ships, as well as sharing their experience. So thanks for bringing that up, Carrie. And then Keith Ann and Jerry, I can't wait to see you guys again. I think we see you next in October. I'm really looking forward to seeing you both. Keith Ann and Jerry came with us on that very momentous Northern Lights cruise, and then again to the British Isles last year. Really looking forward to getting to see you again. It'll be very nice. And speaking of people that came with us, Mary, is on her Hawaii cruise. Hetty is doing that amazing pole to pole. What a special time. And I love that when you see people and where they're going, they have a special place in your heart. So Sue and Phil, so nice to see you from warm Central Florida. Fiona from Scotland, lovely to have you here, Fiona. Sounds like Fiona, you really enjoy the Koningsdam as well. Her favorite dam ship. It's like going on the dam tour. So we always say when we go to Hoover Dam. Kay, it is so nice to see you. Really good to see you, Kay. I hope you're doing well. And Ontario girl. Oh my goodness, Bruce is on the Sapphire Princess off Cape Horn. Oh my gosh, am I envious today? Oh, I hope you're having the best time, Bruce. Won't stay for long. That is okay. You get some rest and enjoy your excursion tomorrow. And thanks a million for popping in. That was really nice of you to come. Matt, so nice to see you. And Lori. Let's see. David, oh, so nice to see you. And David, I wanted to tell you this. Gordon has an eye infection. His eye is just dark red. Looks terrible. So I saw the doctor today and got eye drops. And I thought of you when he woke up and his eye was so red and everything. I thought of you. I hope you're feeling better and I hope your eyes are okay now. So nice to see you and Christy. And thanks for saying a big thumbs up. Susan, so good to see you. Lori's got 1 week till her transatlantic to Rome. Trying to think. Are you going on the sun? I think the sun goes back on the 22nd. Yeah. I'm excited for you there, Deidre. Nice to see you, Bobby. Good week planning. They're enjoying cruising or planning a cruise soon. I love that. Isn't that just fun? It just kind of sweeps away all the worries of life. So Diana, you guys are in hot, sunny Sydney. Nice to have you with us. I'm glad it's warm there. Becky from San Diego. Nice to have you with us. Julia. Let's see. Cruise with Pat and Rich. So good to see you too. By the way, so Europe 2027 should be coming soon. I remembered that when I saw your name because I've been thinking about you in the Mediterranean. Really glad to see you. Let's see. And they're looking forward to seeing everybody again. When people come with us that have come before, it's like it is a family reunion. And I love that. Just love that. Ellen from Scottsdale. Good to have you with us. She's going to go on the Azamara quest for Spain intensive in May. You know, everybody hold the phone. When Azamara announces Europe for 2027, we're doing something. And I know what I'm doing. I'm just waiting for him to release it. So write fun on your calendar for 2027. Oh, Kevin, so good to see you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you enjoyed the pictures. I am going to just like take better pictures next time. I just get so excited in the moment, but I am going to be better at that. Paula says they're going to be on the Discovery tomorrow. Oh, heading out to Mexico. So happy for you, Paula. Connie, good evening to you and Michael. I hope you're doing well. It's really nice to see you. Let's see. Carrie says his travel bag's getting full. Disposable gloves. I have a new thought for this. Somebody sent me an email, and I'll share that in a video coming up, but it's something you can use on the ship. But I like the idea an awful lot. So, yeah, the rate we're going, huh? I am just so hopeful that the cruise lines will please get to the point that they serve everything, that you can't touch anything from a buffet. That's my hope, because if they would do that, I think it would make I don't think it would make all the difference in the world with like the spread of norovirus. That is like a really big place that it happens. That and touching everything else, like the elevator and all the things. So I think that makes a big difference. So we'll see. I have had a couple of really nice people say, you know, you should use your influence and get Princess to put, you know, like somebody more important. They're asking people to wash their hands. And, you know, by the time you've accomplished the rank of being an officer on a ship, you have been through schooling and so much hard work and long years that you're not going to stand there and ask people to wash their hands. That was my first thought, but we do need to get people washing their hands. So I need to have more people be my subscribers, because that's what gives me influence. People look at how many subscribers we have, and then they decide whether or not to include us and what to do. So subscribe, okay? Subscribe, please. Kathy is going to sign up for the Midnight Sun in 28. Oh, I'm so excited, Kathy. Good. Yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah, because 2027, I have a few things in mind for 27, but it's already an expensive year for us with Egypt. But I know that a lot of people that want to go on other things aren't going to Egypt. So I am trying to find the balance there. But definitely we're looking at Asia in 2027 when it opens up, because I feel urgent about getting us there. Gordon wants to go so bad that we need to go there sooner than later. So, hey, Dawn, nice to see you. She just returned from the Viking, Norway, in search of the Northern Lights cruise. They had a completely different itinerary, no Northern Lights, but we had a terrific time. Flexibility is the key. Thanks for saying that, Dawn. That happens a lot with those Northern Lights cruises, and it happens even more, I would say, when you're not on an expedition ship. So were you on the new Viking Vela that is doing those this year? If you go on some of the excursion ships that can handle rougher seas and they do some other things differently, you have a better chance of getting clear up there, because you'll notice Princess always does their Northern Lights cruises early in the season. Like the one this year, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's on the Emerald, is like, I want to say like September 28th. It's the end of September. When we did it, it was October 4th. So it's really early in the season. And so we got to see the Northern Lights, but the later you get in the winter, the more weather you're going to get. So I'm glad you had a magnificent cruise. And that really is the key. Just be happy you went. Viking does such an excellent job. Really excited to go on Viking this summer. So yeah, so excited. 42 days until Sue and Phil go on their Norwegian trip, their Norway trip on the Sky. I can't wait for you. Hey, Christy, it is so nice to see you, sweetheart. She says the Panama Canal Group cruise was awesome. It was, because all of you are awesome. And I wish, you know, we did that video, and it was just really wonderful. I don't always go through all the pictures with Gordon, but we do on that. And it was just so happy to see everyone again. It made me really, really happy and really, really grateful. It was a really sweet process. So we had to go through everything. So it was good, what was bad, line it up, and then figure out everything I could talk about, because I had a picture of it. So let's see. Melody, so good to see you, Melody. Really nice to see you, sweetheart. I miss you. So she's looking forward to the next group too. Kathy says she woke up with a sore throat on Sunday, and by Tuesday, whatever virus was full blown. Agree, there were many people on the flight and the lounge that were hacking. There you go. And it's hard. I know it's hard. And I think it's a price we pay for traveling. If I knew I was going to catch this, I would go again in a heartbeat. It's not enough to dissuade me. So, and I think hopefully you guys are the same. And I hope you get feeling better soon, Kathy. Let's see. Connie, 196 days till their Northern Lights cruise on the Emerald. Oh, so it is on the Emerald this year. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you, Connie. It's going to be magnificent. And I actually really like how Princess does it. I have no complaints. No complaints at all. Jody's got 42 wake-ups until her cruise with her cousin around the Hawaiian Islands on Norwegian. Spending another week on Kauai with girlfriends and family. So excited. Anything we can't miss. Oh, is Holly here? Holly goes to Hawaii kind of often. So I've had some people that have done Norwegian around Hawaii recently. And their main comment is Norwegian's not Princess. And you know what? We never thought Norwegian was. And so really the key with that is to just go and be flexible and enjoy where you are going around the islands. Norwegian is so unique that they do that cruise that you don't have to spend, 16 days and you see more, just going around the island there. So just enjoy. Let's see. Gordon's adding some comments here. Yeah, Bruce, we are going on the Sapphire soon. That's right. That's the one that we're going to Alaska, and we wanted to do the Caribbean Princess to Alaska, but the week that it went, it overlapped on days that it was our granddaughter's dance recital. So that was a no-go. So we had to go the next week, which the dates that worked was the Sapphire. And the Sapphire is not second in any way. We just hadn't been on the Caribbean for a while and wanted to go. Well, hello there, Christine, you and Larry. Good to see you guys from Northwest Arkansas. Good to have you with us. And Wendy, so good to see you. I often think of you and hope you're doing okay, taking good care with your dad. And yeah, you guys are wonderful. You're really wonderful. Let's see, Mike, nice to see you. They've got 64 days till their Island Princess LA to New York through the historic locks. Mike, this is really interesting. That cruise did not quite sell as fast as I had thought. So did you pick it up right when it became available? I thought that cruise was going to be gone like that fast. I took group space so I could hold a low price, and nobody wanted to go. And if Gordon was retired, I'd have been on that ship. Absolutely. I'd be going with you, Mike. So it just is so many days, but I am really excited for you. Go and enjoy that cruise. And if you have a minute, drop a comment sometimes and let us know how you're doing. That would be really nice. I'm very excited for you. So 2 more days to New York. Look at that. I'm really excited. That reminds me, I'm so excited for the July 4th cruise with that overnight in New York City. That just takes you to a place that usually takes a whole lot more effort to get there. You get Boston along with it. Like, who doesn't like Boston? You get pulled into Philadelphia. Plus you get to go up to St. John for the Bay of Fundy as the port in Canada. It's just going to be spectacular. We have remarkable people coming. It's, I can't tell you how excited I am. It's going to be a very special cruise, really special cruise. So I'm really trying hard to choose cruises for a reason. I don't want to just pick, something blah. I am very intentional when I choose dates and when I choose where we're going. So thanks for coming with us. Let's see. Fiona's got her flight and hotel details for the Love Boat in November. We're so excited to see you. Hetty, oh, there's our Hetty. So happy to see you. She says, okay, so Hetty is on, that pole to pole. So Bruce, she saw you, and Hetty, you got to see Bruce. How fun is that? I am so excited. Hetty writes travel logs like nobody's business. Did it come today or yesterday? And I was late, but I read hers today, all about where they have just been seeing the penguins and what a spectacular cruise she is having. And I think Hetty is really good because Hetty is really good, as all of you are. That I love how Hetty goes, and everywhere she goes to see what's going on. I love that about her. She gets off the ship, whether it's an excursion, whether she's walking around a port, she always, sees what's going on, takes a look. And I just love that. And then she shares it with us. Thanks, Hetty. It means a lot that you would share it with us. Hey, nice to see you, Mark. They're going to do Norway on the Rotterdam next year. Oh, so Curtis, they will be looking forward to your feedback. Tim saying hey to Sir James. Sir James is David Truly on the list there, but you have to go on a group cruise to know why. So 18 days till the Majestic for 2 months around the Mediterranean, Carrie has. Well, hello there, sweetly. I'm going to send you a text. I've been waiting a few days for the dust to settle. I'm going to send you a text. So Cruiser Girl 909, thank you very much for thinking of Gordon as I. It will get better. It's just doesn't look good. And so, like I said, we got drops today, and he'll get better. So thank you very much. So, Cruiser Girl's on this. Did I say you're on the Sun Princess tomorrow? I'm really happy that you're on the Sun tomorrow. Fincian from Sarasota. Wish I was there so we could go to the Ringling, to that beautiful art museum. Let's see. Oh, hi there, Renee. So good to see you. And Bill, nice to have you with us. And Keith Ann. Nice to hear from such a normal person. Yeah, normal. Hetty is magnificently normal. Yeah, normal is a good thing. It's not nuts. So, David, your eye finally cleared up. Oh, Christy, do you have what I have? I'm sorry. Well, I have medicine now I went into, so I hope she gets feeling better, David. I'm glad your eye cleared up. Let's see. Jody wants a cruise, oh my gosh, to and from Athens. She's reconnecting with a friend who rented a room for her from her 45 years ago and has a place to stay before or after the cruise. Well, I'm all in for a cruise from Athens. Let me tell you. My 60th birthday is in April. And so we had a cruise booked for that. And then the kids, one of them said, oh, well, let's do this. And so we canceled that cruise. And so we're looking, Gordon said, well, what would you do? And I don't know if we're waiting to hear back from everybody what we're going to do. But if we have logo room, I said, oh, we could just go to Athens for a few days. And he looked and there were some really reasonably priced tickets. And so I'd rather go on a cruise from Athens, so just other than just to Athens, but Athens is always a good idea. So Jody, we'll do that. Okay, let's do it. So Renee says Emma on her cruise channel said people who didn't wash their hands. There are so many people who don't wash their hands. There's so many people who don't wash their hands, and it's really remarkable. So many people, you guys are amazing. So many of you, even on different cruise lines, even some cruise lines that I always talk about, I've heard from some people in Europe, like people, as a general rule, aren't washing their hands. And so I don't know why they're not here with all of us and learning you got to wash your hands. So you know what? So Carrie and Hetty are talking back and forth, and the only reason I'm getting in the middle of it is Carrie said something about the Zuiderdam. That's the one we're going to go on. If I'm saying it correctly, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it is the ship that our 4th of July cruise is going to be on. So yeah, we're worried about you, Christy. Mark Easton will do postings and pictures. Okay, Curtis, we're going to keep our eye on watching for those posts and photos. Well, hi there, Ron and Donna Brown. Nice to have you with us. 2 weeks from tomorrow, they're going to sail from Fort Lauderdale on the Regal for 20 days to Europe. Well, aren't you fancy? I love that you're going to do that. What a civilized way to travel. And you know what? I love that we have all these transatlantics going. The Majestic is even coming back in July. Just all of these really cool options that aren't always there. And you never know if they'll be here next year. So, do it while you can. So I'm really happy for you. You're really happy for you. I'm glad you're going to go on the Regal on a transatlantic. So exactly. There's our Hetty. She's been on the Zuiderdam 4 times last year. Yeah. Oh, you're Renee. People should be disembarked. Absolutely. Yep. So Jennifer, thank you, sweetheart. So nice to see you. And Kathy, nice. You know what? Don was so nice to give us a shout out yesterday. He is such a love to give us a shout out and to even know where in the world we were. I was so flattered. One of you told I don't know if Gordon watched it or so one of you told him first. So he sent to me the clip, and then some of you sent it to me as well, just showing where he mentioned that we were on, that he was talking about how norovirus is on the coral and that we were on and had posted videos about it. So, yeah. But you know what? I think I said it at the time, but I love how the crew, they were not running around in a panic at all. I asked our room steward as we got back to our room that evening after the announcement was made at dinner, I said, how's everything going? Are you okay? He's like, yeah, we're just fine. He said, it's really good they make that announcement because then we can put more protocols in place that keeps everybody safer and hopefully people will be more conscientious. And yeah, so they're very professional. They've got this. And so, yeah, just love how good they are at what they do. Makes you, and you know what, their confidence, I feel like flows to the guests as well. When they're calm and everything will be okay, then we feel calm and like everything will be okay. Makes a big difference. And Jennifer says, tell me the best luggage for carry-on and size. All of mine I've used is always too big. Well, my dear, what I would do if I were you, I would go on, so here's a few thoughts. I could do a video about that. I should, because I don't have those measurements memorized, and I could show you the carry-on that I always take. I always take a rolling carry-on, and I always take a backpack. And I think that finally, after spending $1 million on backpacks, I have really found the one that I love. A while ago, I did a video about some backpacks that I loved, and indeed I did. But you want to know what? If you fill those up, then it just hurts my back. And I don't need that much stuff. I don't need that much stuff in a backpack. And so we all pack differently. I can see needing a bigger backpack if you're going to go for weeks in Europe and you're only going to take a rolling, like a small carry-on and that, then okay. But then to me, it's not a true backpack anymore. But anyway, if you have, Jennifer, an airline that you always fly, look, and they list the size of the carry-on that you need to have. And the really interesting thing to me, though, is, they say that. And when you go to check in for the airline, they always have that little cage thing. It says, put your carry-on in here to make sure it's the right size. I've put mine in there before to make sure. But then I'm sitting there in my seat and all these people are going down the aisle with their carry-ons and they're bigger than, some of them are as big as my checked bag is what I'm trying to say. So I would say look at the airline that you like to fly and just read what it says. And then kind of think of where in the world you're going to go with that and what to expect with it. Because Europe's expectations for a checked bag, for a carry-on bag is smaller than ours. And so sometimes you might get there and then to make your connection, you have to let them check your carry-on because it's too big. So it's not bad. You just got to know to expect it. So there we go. So Christine, they had a great time. I'm so glad you guys had a great time. There are ones that had their anniversary while they were on board, and she tipped over in the bathroom, banged up. She says her bruises are finally fading and Larry's getting better. Her leg, what a bruise, what a huge bruise, and on her arm. So I'm glad you're doing better. And Larry came down, maybe something similar to what I have. I don't know, but glad he's getting better too. Let's see. Thanks for saying that, Jody. She says she hasn't traveled and she has full sinuses and is tired of blowing her nose. Here's the thing. If you follow me along, I've had a really sick winter and I had not been on a cruise since the weekend before Thanksgiving is when I got home. And so I got sick 3 times without going on a trip. So it's everywhere. It really is everywhere. And I could have gotten it just staying home again. So it's always better to go. So, and Jody says she washes her hands constantly. I do too. Well, there's code 4 for life. We were talking about you. I don't know if you heard. If you didn't, you'll have to go back and listen. But we're tickled that you popped in here to say hi, told everybody about your channel. What a great job you do. So we're really happy you joined us. And it seems like everything's going fabulously on the Koningsdam. Let's see. John, hey there. He's on the Grand off the coast of Baja, California. Tell me what you think about the Grand. Some people have asked me about the Grand Princess lately, and the people that have shared, I follow all these Facebook groups and all the things. And it seems like people are really pleased with the Grand Princess. And I know she's going to be sailing out of Puerto Rico during the winter season. And let me tell you, the itineraries that the Grand is doing out of Puerto Rico, should be paid attention to. Like if you live in range and if you're retired and you can afford it, you should go out of Puerto Rico because their itinerary is that good. Like they're doing this, I think it's a 14-day cruise. It's really, really good. Like mark my words. Okay. That's just a tip you got for free here today. Fiona says she's looking at Japan for 2027. Some of the cruises are out. She has seen the Celebrity Millennium and how, yep, those are out. And I'm just holding my breath for princesses. I haven't looked since I've been home this week. I'll be honest. I looked at the end of last week, wondering if they were there. And so I would expect them anytime as well. I think they're going to be coming. Once I set that, then I can do some other things. So, and like I said, Europe is supposed to be just around the corner. And then Alaska 27 will be this summer. Late summer is usually when those come out. So let's see. Ron and Donna Brown said that 2 weeks from Saturday, when they sail from Fort Lauderdale on the Regal, as we mentioned, they're going to go to the EU, the UK, and Ireland. It was 24 days. Oh, you guys are on that cruise. You know, it's good they're just going to get that fixed. And I'm sorry, though, that it impacted your cruise. So if you're new around here, the Regal Princess had a lot of trouble. Like they actually had to cancel some cruises in November out of Galveston. And then they tried to fix it with some long stays during some cruises in January, but that still wasn't able to nail it. And so once they get like this crossing that Ron and Donna are talking about, that once they get over there, they're going to end that cruise soon and take her to Rotterdam for a dry dock. And I think it's, okay, I want to say April 9th, but there's a cruise that's it couldn't be April 9th. Is it April 9th? But then she'll be able to resume cruises again. So nice to see you guys talking to each other. Let's see, Diana. You know what? I don't think I have the flu. I went and got swabbed today, so I'll let you know. But I don't feel like I did when I had the flu. When I had the flu, I felt awful. I just don't feel good, and I sound worse than I feel. So it's okay. Yeah, thank you, though, Diana. I appreciate you carrying your little love. I know I'm always just so worried. Jennifer loves Boston. That's going to be a great cruise. It's going to be an amazing cruise. Amazing cruise. Sailing in and out of New York, being docked there and going to see the things, trying to decide what I'm going to do. So we get in on that. They call it the Stars and Stripes cruise. Holland America does. It's on July 4th, 26th. But when we get to New York, we get there at noon on Monday and leave at 5 p.m. the next day. So you have like all night long. So you can go for late dinner. You could go to see a show. There's that. The Met always calls my name the Metropolitan Museum of Art or the Metropolitan Opera, either one. But yeah, I'm trying to decide. So do you guys know, have you seen that Woman in Gold movie where if you haven't seen it, you should watch it. So we'll all convene here again and when we've all watched it, but there is a painting. It's basically a movie based on a book that was written about a family that lived in Vienna when World War II broke out. And the Nazis took one of their paintings, and it was a Klimt, Gustav Klimt. They took the painting and it ended up surfacing much later, and it's the story of them proving the provenance and being able to get that painting back from the government there. I think it was in the Belvedere, and they got it back. But now my understanding is that it hangs in a place that I can't remember, but Estee Lauder bought it, and so is what I think, one of her heirs. So I'll have to tell you about it, but I'm very tempted to go see that. So when I've been to New York before, it didn't work out. The hours they were open wasn't working. Well, there's Argina, 47 days to the Caribbean from LA to Vancouver. They stop in San Francisco. Does the ship travel under the Golden Gate? Yes. If you are sailing into San Francisco, indeed, and docking there, you're going to go under the Golden Gate. So I am so thrilled for you. That is still on my list of things to do. So Gina and Michael, you're just going to have a ball. You're going to have a ball and see cool things. So thank you very much, Gina. Let's see. Oh, Cindy, we sure miss you. And Tim, we miss all of you guys. We need a cruise to Hawaii. Indeed, we do. We can't do that until Gordon retires, though, or else it's just going to have to be me going. And I'm not against that. Not against that at all. So let's see. Jennifer says, and Jody would come too. Okay, let's do that. Let's see, got that. I need to use, Wendy, you are so right. She says, I need to be lying in the sun again. Don't know about your part of the mountains, but we woke up to high winds and 8 to 10 inches of snow. Need warmth. Indeed. It was really warm 2 days ago. It was like, oh, and then it was really cold yesterday and it rained and then it started snowing and we woke up to that too. So I'm sorry it's cold, Wendy. What are we doing living in these places that are cold? I don't know. So Gina says, and she is absolutely right. Princess ships make it easy to wash your hands right when you're walking in. Travel days are precious. I think washing hands is an insurance policy against illness. It absolutely is, Gina. And it only takes a minute. It's not hard, not hard at all. It just takes a second. Yeah, Wendy, we do wish that you had been with us. You'll have to come to sometime when you can. So Randall, nice to see you, Randall, Keenan, Randy, and Sharon here in Auburn, California. Nice to have you with us. We hope we get to meet you too. Thank you, Curtis. I do. I have eaten a lot of cough drops today. I have medicine to make me not cough. Thank you. So Kay says, we are waiting for Japan 2027 too. I know. I'm so excited. And so I'm going to have Gordon scope out the itineraries once they're out. And based on everything he knows, we'll choose where to go. So Mark says, our electronics and medallion take up more space in our bags than clothes these days. Isn't that funny how things change? You take so much stuff with you to be ready for all of that. It's nuts. I agree with you. Let's see. John says the Grand is a grand ship going into dry dock next month up in Portland. Oh, next month. Yep, I think so. I need to talk about the Majestic in a video. I'll do that. I did that a while ago, but I need to do that again. Let's see. Jody loves her foldy for a carry-on. So a foldy folds flat. I've seen those. And then you unfold it when you're ready to go home or load more stuff into it. That's a really good way to do it. Thanks, Keith Ann. I will tell Gordon you missed him. Thank you. Women in Gold. What did I say? Thanks, William. What did I say the name of the movie was? Women in Gold. Yeah, it was. And, every once in a while I find a movie that I just love. It's not happened for years now that I go see it at the movie more than once. And I did with that movie. I just love that. And we have, the DVD, which is really old fashioned now, but I love that movie. Just love that movie. So let's see. Connie's got 98 degrees today in Austin. What would I do with 98 degrees? It was really nice and warm when we went through the Panama Canal. And it's cooler always in LA in the wintertime. But then as we headed south, it just warmed up and then it got really toasty. In our video, I was telling everybody, and to me, it's something we all should think about, that the night they had that 80s dance party up on the top deck up on the Lido, it was really fun. And, you're just dancing and it was not cold at all. There was a glorious breeze blowing. It was just, to me, those are just moments in time. So it was really fun to be up there and have the dance thing. And then when it ended, I think it ended like at 11:15. Maybe it went as late as 11:30. I don't think so. I think it was closer to 11:15. Whoever was up there, we just sat down and enjoyed visiting, and the breeze just blew, and we sailed on through the night. It was fantastic. Those are one of the things I always think of. People get so funny about, and I don't mean this mean, but there's so much talk about food and so much talk about like how good was the entertainer, and we want good entertainment, we want good food, but to me this huge part of cruising is being out on the deck and enjoying your balcony. If you have a balcony, being up on the top decks, enjoying it, walking around the promenade deck, that's what cruising is. And if we get to eat on the way, that's just wonderful. If somebody puts on a show, that's great. But I will say on the Coral Princess that the entertainment was great. I mentioned that I did a video for everybody wondering just about, because I know that we have people that want to know about a group and it's fun to watch. And then we have people that really want to know about the Coral and the Coral Princess. They've either got a cruise coming up or they're trying to decide if they want to book her, and they want to kind of know what the vibe is of that ship. And so I've got both out there for whatever people want to know. But I don't know. Those are the things that like I think of first when I think of cruising. What do you guys think of first when you think of cruising? Pop it in the comments. Do you think of more like what you ate and what the itinerary was? Not the itinerary, what the entertainment was. Do you think about like the time you spent up on deck enjoying whatever scenery there was? Do you think more about the itinerary, like the ports that you visited? Like what stands out most to you? And I think it can vary by cruise, but just think of like the last cruise you did, okay? And think of like what stands out to you, because I'm always trying to decide what people are like thinking about, what they're looking for, and what they're enjoying the most, because you just think about all those things. Let's see. Tim says, oh, I love this. He said, can't be any better than Top Gun Maverick on Under the Stars on the Coral Princess. Tim and Cindy, you are so right. So yeah, Top Gun Maverick was one of the movies Under the Stars. And so Gordon went and he really enjoyed it. He watched most of it. He said he got in the hot tub some. And I don't know what I was doing. I was probably either talking to somebody or doing work. And so I should have gone with him. But really, I love that movie. If you haven't seen that, you should see that movie. You got to see that movie. And it's really different than the first Top Gun. And rarely is there a sequel that is as good or better than the first. And that's one of them. Okay, there we go. Done with movie recommendations for today. You got two. Diana, thanks for popping in. They'll be embarking on the Royal the 29th for a birthday cruise. Well, happy birthday, Diana. If I don't get to see you here before then, make sure that have a very happy birthday. And thank you so much, Fiona. Wish Gordon was here to help me with the comments. But thank you for pointing out we have 129 viewers and only 64 likes. Thumbs up, people. Subscribers and thumbs up is where it is with YouTube. And that, and please watch. Like I get nowhere without you watching. But it's funny how much subscribers and thumbs up matter. I don't know. If I did my own platform, I'd have it a little bit different. But here we are. So yeah, I'm so excited to get to go under that bridge. And code 4 for life. Goodbye. You guys probably went. Go enjoy that ocean bar. Yeah. Let's see. Fiona says they did 25 days to Hawaii and Mexican Riviera and Koningsdam. Would love to do Hawaii and the Polynesian Islands next time. You know what? That is just great. And you know what? I don't know. I don't think it's my imagination. I feel like more and more cruise lines are doing these longer cruises because, Holland America has remarkable, really long ones like the one that Don and Scotty are doing right now with Code 4 for Life, but they also have some even longer than that. Princess has longer ones. It's really cool what they're doing with the South Pacific and clear down to Sydney sometimes and New Zealand and everything. They're doing a really good job. Let's see. Oh, Jody, it was so nice to meet you on the last cruise, and they were celebrating their anniversary, and we had that vow renewal, and I remember she had new jewelry, and it was just such a special trip, wasn't it? And I want to say something. Last year we had the Love Boat Cruise, and it was amazing. This year we're going to have the Love Boat Cruise, and it's going to be amazing. But you want to know what? I think some things are going to be the same, but there's going to be a whole other kind of magic as well, because we have some people that came last time that are going to come again this time, and then we have new people that we've never had the pleasure of cruising with before. They're going to come, and it's just going to be a really, really fun trip. So much is going to happen that's really special. And I don't know if they'll do the vow renewal the same again, but aren't we glad we didn't miss out last time? And aren't we glad we're not going to miss out this time? It's just really lovely. It's amazing to me. So thank you, you guys. So what did Kay say? She says, I am more interested in the ship, and her husband, Mark, cares more about the food. I love that. I don't know. I should ask Gordon what he enjoys more. I am very much like a in the moment and enjoying the sunshine and enjoying the breeze or the night air very much, really much. If I had like to choose if I'm going to go to a show in the theater or when it's just Gordon and I, or we're going to be up on the top deck enjoying the scenery, watching the sunset, listen, often they have music up there. There's still stuff going on. I would choose that, except for like that Abba lady. She did a great job. And that Colin Barkell, he did a good job. Well, thank you, Iona. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to send you some hearts here. Hopefully it'll work. Sorry, I have lint on my sweater. It's really nice I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, thank you very much. Let's see. Let's see. Carrie had a wonderful day in San Fran on the Majestic in April 2022. 0 fog and a stunning sunny day under the bridge. Oh, I wish that for you, Gina and Michael. Hopefully you'll have beautiful weather. Just beautiful, beautiful weather. And when you're going, hopefully it will be beautiful. Not that you can ever promise anything in San Francisco with fog, but some days, when it's warmer, you have more of a chance of no fog. So hopefully it'll be that way. Gina says they think about the service, the relaxing, food, and fun. I like that. Kevin says that what's become important for him as a seasoned cruiser is the cabin selection. No guarantees. He'll be enjoying escapism on his balcony, drinking his drink and eating his eats. I like that. And do you know what is so awesome about that is we can all get on the ship and like something else and have a fun time. There you go. Kevin can be up there on his balcony, drinking his drink and having his eats while I'm somewhere else and somebody else is somewhere else. And then we can come together for dinner or not if you don't want to. It's just, I love that. Thanks for saying that, Kevin. That's perfect. Kathy says if it's a cruise with a new itinerary, that's her focus. But if the ports are repeats, then it's all about relaxing, preferably on her balcony. And, I should say, if you can do a balcony, of course, but you know what? If you either can't or you don't want to spend your money on that, because everybody has different things they spend money on, right? It's okay. Get an interior and go, or get an ocean view and go. There are so many places to sit out and enjoy the ship, both in venues inside on the ship as well as outside. So don't feel like if you can't do the balcony, it's like do or die, like not even remotely. So yeah, I like that. Oh, Gordon says there's 73 likes. You guys are so wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Someday I'm going to be like Tony and say, we only have this many. Okay, I want 1,000 by the bottom of the hour. We're going to get there, you guys. We're going to get there. So call your neighbors. Not really, but do tell people, like if you're in, I've been, trying to figure out how to share videos more, share videos that you think will help someone. So Curtis says they enjoy meeting new people and visiting new places. Must be a balcony also. So Shirley, so nice to see you, Shirley. Love everything about cruising, but being on the ocean is one of our favorite aspects. Visiting new places, all the entertainment, and seeing passengers truly enjoying themselves. Do you know, I love that thing about passengers truly enjoying themselves. I love that. And why is it that I love to go up on the Lido deck on a sea day, especially if there happen to be children on board? Like they are loving that pool and having fun, like just like I have forgotten how to do. I love watching that. They are having a ball just together. Oh, Gordon really likes me. So he enjoys being with me, sitting on the balcony, watching the sunset or the ocean. He's right. It's really nice. Thanks, sweetie pie. So Ellen says itinerary first, then the quality of the ship, the cruise line, food, and education. I love that. Thanks for saying that. That's really important. Entertainment is last with all the talks, excursions. Entertainment is their entertainment. I like that. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And I wish I would have had a minute to go to some of the talks on this ship. So they had the regular port talks, and then they had some other talks. And I'll have to look back through the pattern and tell you about those. Go and remind me to do that. The one that stuck out funny to me to like think about on a cruise ship was the fallacy of nuclear diplomacy. Like I'm not even commenting if it's a fallacy or not, or nuclear diplomacy at all. I thought it was heavy for a cruise, but at the same time, you want to learn about things. And I feel that if I hear someone's perspective or hear what they have taught or learned or negotiated or whatever it is, whether I agree or not, I come away much richer because I'm more informed and it informs my thoughts. And I think about things I wouldn't have thought of otherwise. So thanks for saying that. I appreciate it. Oh, Iona, thank you. She says, thanks for sharing your cruise through the Panama Canal. Oh, you are going on April 10th, 23 days to Vancouver. I am so excited for you, Iona. When you have a minute, pop a comment under a video or send me an email and just let us know how it's going, would ya? I'm really excited for you. So Ron and Donna are going round trip from LA to Hawaii in March 2026 on the Emerald, their 56th anniversary. Well, congratulations. 56th anniversary next year. That's wonderful. So it must be 55 this year. So congratulations on 55. We had a couple in our group that had been married 57 years. 57 years. And neither one of them looked old enough to be married that long. So I was really happy for them. That's just wonderful. Let's see. Carrie loves those sunsets too, it sounds like. So let's see. Oh, well, hello there, Christine, you and Randy. I'm so happy to see you. Love being on the ocean, exploring new places, basking in the sun, meeting new people. I love that. And Christine is really, she is one of those people that has mastered the thing that when my book would be like living dangerously, like I learned from Charmaine on our trip. And she went and saw, like, Randy wasn't feeling like going. She went to see the monkeys and just on her own, well, on an excursion, but off she went, saw the monkeys, shared pictures with us so we could see at dinner. And I love that. I love that you go see all the things and do all the things. Oh my goodness, Mark and Melly, I'm only in it for all you can eat ice cream. I know you two better than that, but the all you can eat ice cream is pretty awesome. I like that. You two are sweethearts. I'm really glad. That's really fun. Glad you do that. Lee says Gordon is a keeper. He is. He is the greatest blessing between Gordon and Jesus Christ in my life. I'm not comparing him to Jesus Christ. No, but knowing Jesus Christ and having Gordon as my husband, greatest blessings in my life. Absolutely. So let's see. Anything else? What did anybody else say? Anybody have any other questions about our group cruise or the Panama Canal? I don't know. That Panama Canal, if you haven't been, I would say you should go. And if you've got the time, I was wondering, you hear about they've got those round trip ones from LA or Miami, depending on the cruise line that you go on. And I had kind of wondered in my mind, like, what's the big deal? Like, what's the difference? And so I paid really close attention to what you could see once you sailed through. You go through the Pedro Miguel locks. No, I can't remember, Miguel Flores locks, and then the Pedro Miguel, I guess. And then you're to the part that you have go through like the Calibra Cut and all this area until you get to, Lake Gatun and everything. So I paid really close attention to what you see there, because when you do the partial transit, you transit the locks on, closer to the Atlantic side, and then you come into Lake Gatun and then you turn around and go back. They do have excursions that you can do otherwise. So if you do the partial, definitely do those excursions that you get to see more. But I think that truly, if you have the time, definitely do a full transit. If you are short on time, absolutely do the partial transit, because it's remarkable and a really cool experience to be able to see that. But as we sailed through there, I had in my mind all of the things that I've read about it, what they gave to be able to, cut the land there to make it a possibility to do that, for how intelligent the engineers were that figured all that out to make Lake Gatun and flood that and do all the things to make it work in their day without a computer is really remarkable. So I don't know. I think you should do it if you haven't done it. And if you can't do it this year, put it on the list for next year or the year after. But it's definitely worth going. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I love Timmy says all this talk about food has made us hungry. How to make a sandwich. I love that. I see now. I wish we could just go to the International Cafe and get a sandwich. So the International Cafe there on the Coral, It's smaller. It's not as big as like on some of the other ships, but it was only smaller in size. The crew there was remarkable, and they had a very nice selection. Like on one side was all your more like sweet things, and on the other side was like sandwiches and different kinds of pot pies. They did a really good job, and they were delicious, really delicious. They have this brie sandwich that is definitely good, really, really good. Let's see. William says, when you go on a cruise, the employees want to help you. If you go on a land vacation, you are begging for service. William, you know what? I have heard, it's interesting to me. I've heard that sometimes, and then some people tell me it's great. So I guess maybe it depends, on where you go and who's there. It's a really interesting observation. You're right in some instances. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Gordon. Miraflores, Lux, and the Pedro Miguel. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, love. So that's what we did. And if anybody didn't get to come along with us that day, we have this video. And Gordon turned it on as we were coming up to the first locks that morning, and then ended just after we went under the bridge so that we were sailing right out into the Atlantic Ocean. So you can speed it up if you want to see it, and or you can just turn it on and let it play and kind of see and glance over while you're doing your work. I turned it on the other day just because I was missing. I just miss being on a cruise and being there. So it's really cool. Let's see. Kevin, as being in a landlocked state, he definitely identifies with the aspect of being on the ocean. Me too. Yeah, being on the ocean is just a remarkable experience. Even if they weren't taking you anywhere, it's wonderful they take us somewhere, isn't it? Yeah, thanks for saying that. Let's see. Fincian did the Panama Canal cruise round trip from Fort Lauderdale. The ship went through the first set. They got off the ship, did the rest of the transit on a smaller boat as an excursion. Thanks for saying that. Like I said, you can grab those others. And you know what? We saw some of those small boats going by. They're kind of like I saw two that I think were more like catamaran size, kind of biggish, and then one or two that were smaller. And so clearly with different companies, but yeah, I'm glad that's as an option. Really glad that's as an option. So next time we go, I'm confident we'll go again sometime, like not in the next year or two, I don't think. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But when we do go again, I want to do the excursion from Panama City that puts you on a boat and takes you into the locks that way. That's next on my list. Justine and Scott did that. They said it was like phenomenal. Really long day, really hot, but she said it was phenomenal, just extraordinary. So that's up next. But I wouldn't trade our day of going to the two visitor center, the old locks, the historic locks, and the new locks. Definitely worth it. Let's see. Tuna, Jody says, in the International Cafe was her favorite. Had one almost every day. Just love that. Fiona says, we look at the itinerary first, then cruise line. It's almost 1 a.m. You go right to sleep, Miss Fiona, and get some good rest. 4 hours difference until the end of the month. You take good care, my dear Fiona. Let's see. I'm sure the International Cafe was not as small as on the island. Hetty is right. On the island, it's just like a little pastry case, really small. So, but I don't know. I think too, you notice the Island Princess does cruises that are definitely more I would say port intensive and very much destination driven. You don't see the Island Princess zipping around the Caribbean during the wintertime. That's not, I think, well, I don't know what she was built for. I was going to say that's not what she was built for. Maybe she was at the time, but you notice, you look at her itineraries and she so much does the others. So she can go into places, often goes to places where larger ships can't go. But like on that Northern Lights cruise, by the time we had our full day in port or the busy day that we had on a sea day, we enjoyed dinner time, which was later on that ship. It was at 7:40. That's when Princess gave us, but it worked perfectly because we had long port days on the port days that we were there. And even then, some nights, some of us would miss it because of our excursions. And so by the time we were done eating, like I didn't need anything else to eat later because dinner was late and we were ready to, if sometimes we would go see a show, sometimes we would watch a little bit of music somewhere, and then you would go to sleep because the next day you had to be up early to go again. So, yeah, I can see that, like how the International Cafe can play a role in different things. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Let's see. Ellen says, at this point in life, no kids. We love our kids and grand and all the kids I taught over a lifetime, but I want to sit point and watch the sunset without kids running around. And there you go. So pay attention to your cruise line and when you cruise. Those are the keys. So let's see. Wendy loves not having to cook or clean. Me too. Then we have to come home and wonder what's for dinner around here. So I hear ya. Let's see. Hi, Patty. It's so nice to see you. Hi there, love. Really good to see you. Let's see. Deidre says cough drops and a mask, maybe like a little gift wrap. Oh, she's talking about giving. Are you thinking about giving this to somebody on board the airplane? Cough drops wrapped in a mask with a thoughtful gift card. I don't know. That's a very thoughtful gift, Deidre. I'm trying to decide if I like somebody to give me that on a plane or not. I don't know. Probably depend on the person. Let's see. Larry and I decided the tanker next to us in the locks was a T-Rex transport ship. I remember you saying that. It's a really big ship. It was really cool. You'll have to look at our video if you haven't. This huge ship was coming through right next to us. I'm so glad it was there because we got to see it. Yeah. What did Jody say? Whatever you said, Jody, we are with you. If Wendy says it's the best, I agree. Let's see. Hi there. Sorry, I never can figure out how to say your name right. I'm really sorry. It's HRVOJEP. I heard about that the Royal class ships can't do the Panama because they're too tall to get under the bridge. You know if that's true? You know what? I don't know. No, they can do the Panama Canal. They just can't fit through the historic locks. Like the Star Princess is going to come through on her way to Alaska this year, and Alaska next year, in 2026. And clearly they're going to have her in Alaska in 2027 because she's going to go through. So unless they decide to do a round trip, they haven't released that, but we'll pay attention to it. But no, they can go under that bridge. Okay. The bridge is really tall. It's the size of the locks, but the new locks are huge. And so they can fit through that. So hi there, Vernalyn. I got your text. I need to reply. I'm glad things are going good, though. Really happy things are going good. Let's see. 98 likes, only 2 to 100. Okay, everybody. 2 more likes. We're going to go here in just a minute. Let's see. The cabin attendants are fantastic. Thank you for saying that. So our cabin attendant was Remar, R-E-M-A-R. I wrote up the little sheet about him, turned it in. And you know what? For the first time, I have turned that in on cabin attendants before. I've turned it in on the main dining room wait staff. For the first time on a cruise ship, I got a letter back thanking me for recognizing our room steward for doing such a good job and saying that he would be recognized for it. I was tickled pink with that letter because I thought, oh, good, somebody read it and they're going to recognize him. So I don't know if all the ships, like if just the Coral does it, or if I've just been on when they've been real busy on other ships and haven't had time, but I was really happy to see that. Oh, dear Connie, you wish your granddaughter a happy 18th. Away you go, my dear. It's nice to see you. So Jody says her husband retired at the end of 2024, retired husband delivery service. I like that. I could get more work out of Gordon probably, huh? Yeah, if he'd retire. I'm teasing. He already does so much for me. So everybody take good care. Everybody stand by. Thanks so much. He makes most dinners. I like that, Jody. You guys are just awesome. Thanks so much for coming and joining me this evening. It's been wonderful to see all of you. I sure miss you. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. Y'all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.